All three of the great Stoics taught us this exercise, and you can do this exercise from anywhere with anything. It's very easy and quick to do, but the result of it is quite amazing. It makes you prepared for the day and for the week, but mainly for that day, for any challenge that comes your way, any difficulty, any disturbance, literally anything that pops up that might be seen as bad. You're bulletproofing your mind for this thing. It's like, if you've ever played RuneScape, it's like you're taking an overload and it hurts a little bit at the start, but then your stats are all up here. And that's what it's like. You do this little exercise, it might be a little bit difficult in the mind, a bit disturbing, but then, because it's an odd exercise actually, and it might sound a bit weird, but you're doing that difficulty and then you're just overloaded, all your stats are raised and you feel invincible throughout that day. And it does help, you know, it's progressive. You do it every single day, then you bulletproof your mind for the rest of your life. So what is it? It's this exercise that the Stoics called premeditatio malorum, which is the premeditation of the evils that lay ahead. And what this is Epictetus wrote about this actually. He says, before you go to the public baths, remind yourself, this is simply put, and it's a good example, remind yourself that at the public baths, people splash, people push, people swear, people are rude. But this is what happens at the public baths. And that is pretty much the exercise, but I'll tell you how to do it and how it helps. So first of all, how do you do it? Before your day starts, you know, you wake up, you've just stretch, you got out of bed or whatever, just sit down before pulling out your phone or anything, just sit down and think to yourself. Think about the day that lay ahead and think about the challenges that may befall you, anything bad. And the Stoics even went up to the level of like, you could die, you could be exiled, all this kind of thing. And you think about the bad things that could lay before you. And so I used to think about missing my bus, about my boss being mad at me, about people on the bus starting fights, anything like that. And you just imagine this all for just a few minutes. Get yourself in that frame of mind about the challenges that lay before you in life. So one is missing the bus, and you think about it, and it's raining. And you accept it. You really feel it in your heart that like, if that happened, I'd be all right. And you really think it. Just accept the idea, like, because you know when something like that happens, after a while you begin to accept it. Well, you can do it in your mind and accept it. And then you're done. So that was you taking the overload potion and you hurt yourself a little bit, imagining all these painful scenarios and difficulties that lay before you. And then you go about your day. And first of all, it's put you up here. Because it's like, you already accepted all the bad. Now you're like walking on sunshine. And when you do miss the bus, you was like, I kind of accepted that already. And it's raining, I accepted that. And I knew in my mind, I would dance in the rain. It's beautiful. And you sort of go through the day with this level of protection. And I know some of you are probably thinking that's a little bit silly. Just try it. Just try it. It is really, really helpful. I used to do it a lot more than I do now. And it really helped me through some difficult times. And I think the reason I don't do it as much now is because progressively, it's like that snowball, it just builds up and builds up and builds up, where you kind of no longer need to do it, where I wake up already accepting what befalls me. So after a few months of doing this, you might get to that and not need to do the exercise, but I really recommend it. Premeditatio malorum. Premeditate on the difficulties and evils that lay ahead of you that day. I hope it's helpful. And if you're in the mood for learning more Stoicism and learning more how to improve your life with Stoicism, then click this video here and have a wonderful day. And if you're on streaming services that aren't YouTube, then maybe you just click previous video. I don't know how it works, but it's there. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.